The train horn was just going off a minute ago. I think it's gone now. And there's someone walking by in the hallway too, like when the train horn started. Oh, I hear it again. It's further away now. It drove by. And now it's further in distance. And then at the end of that last video, I should have kept the camera rolling for like 5 more seconds. I would have caught it, but right after I ended the video, like, there was all the black and silver cars at the intersection at the end of the video. And then I walk away from the intersection after I end the video, and there's a black sheriff truck pulling up and syncing with all the black and silver cars. If I would have kept the camera on for like 5 more seconds, I would have caught it. But I was trying to catch the train horn, but it's gone now. This white truck and a white SUV syncing up right now on the street. I've seen a bunch of other sync cars before those. There's another white SUV right now. He's syncing with the white truck. The white truck's turning around the street, and then he's parking on the side of the street. And there's another white car in the background synced with him. And there's this red car sitting in the parking lot. It's been sitting there the whole time, turned on. But I don't know if he's a stalker yet. Human name coffee. Just one time though, just one time. My refrigerator is turned on. Did you hear it? It's turned on too. Pew, pew. There's a red car And look shit. There's another car. The white truck is still sitting on the side of the street. He still hasn't gotten out yet or turned his truck off yet. And the red car is still sitting there too, and I don't know about him. If he's a stalker yet or not. There's a white SUV parking in the parking lot. And there's a bird flying in front of it. And then it's flying like straight at my window pretty much. It was like the whitey's parking and the bird's like flying in front of it as it parks, and then it's like then another car parked and it's silver, and it's probably a silver sink head, like all the million silver sink heads I've seen on the last 2 videos or 3 videos maybe. I don't remember. There's a whitey way in the background synced with this red car and this blue car driving out. And then there's a black car synced with the blue car. And then there's another red car driving out synced. And then the whitey in the background is driving back the other way synced. And then there's 3 other red cars behind the red car. Or 2 other red cars, and then there's this bird flying by synced with these cars. Maybe the same bird again. And then there's these 2 cars synced right now, and then they're gonna meet each other at the intersection synced, and they're both black cars. And then the silver car is still sitting there with his lights turned on. Like him and the white truck and the red car are all sitting there, and they're probably all stalkers. Definitely the silver car and the white car, white truck. I don't know if they got out of the white SUV yet or not. It looks like it's turned off though. But what was I saying? I don't remember. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, they just put out that China makes spy drone birds, artificial drone birds. So like they're like admitting it on the news or whatever. But I don't know. I don't think these are robot birds though. I think they have nanoparticles in them. They're real birds. Maybe some of them are robot birds, or I don't know. I don't know. I think it's more like cyborgs though than robots. I think they got nanoparticles in them. And they're like cyborgs. They're like Neuralinked. Was they're like picking up some children in their whitey truck, and they got in synced, and then they drove off synced with these cars. And then when the whitey truck drove around the corner, this other child was walking out with red pants synced with the whitey truck, and all these cars were synced. And then the kid with the red pants walked back synced again. And then the whitey truck was parked in front of the white SUV, and the white SUV is still on with its lights on, I guess. And then there's a mail van that is synced, and then there's all these cars that are synced. So the white SUV is still sitting there, the silver car is still sitting there. Oh, they're getting in the white SUV now. Someone else picking up the children. And there's a white SUV driving out the street as they open the door in the white SUV. And then it's synced with the truck with the trailer. But anyway, yeah, I was trying to catch the train horn, but I took too long to set up the live stream. It was gone already when I set up the live stream. But it started like right as there's people walking in the hallway by my apartment. There's a silver car synced with someone walking out, and then they're getting in a white SUV as the other whitey SUV takes off out of the parking lot. And then there's a car driving out, synced with the white SUV, and the other white SUV is taking off. And then there's a Domino's car synced with the car, and there's another car behind the car, lights turning on, headlights turning on, it's parked. And then the white SUV is driving by me, synced with another car, another white SUV, and then it synced with another white SUV. And then there's people coming out, getting in the red car, and there's people walking behind them in the parking lot as they get into it. I think they're the people from the silver car, like they're walking away from it. Damn, it's the people from the silver car, and they're walking behind the red car as the people got into it. That's crazy. I guess they were warming their car up or some shit. Because it was just sitting here with the lights on. And then when it turns on, the other car in the background, lights turn back on again. Like they turned off and then they turned back on again. And then they're both driving at the same time. And then there's a car honking as a white truck drives out. And then it synced with people walking out with the white truck. Oh, it's the people from the silver car again. They're gonna walk back to it now. And then there's black and silver cars on the street, and they're all synced up with each other. And then they're getting in the silver car again in the parking lot. And then there's cars synced on the street meanwhile, and then they're gonna start it synced. When are they gonna start it synced? Oh, they started it. Is it synced with me moving or something? And then it's just sitting there. Is it waiting for another car to pull up to start driving? They're just sitting there, dude. There's other cars synced on the street, though. Now there's nothing. Oh, I hear engine sound, and then I see this car driving out. And then, yup, the silver cars are sitting there doing nothing. So I don't know what they're doing. Probably just waiting for another stalker or something. Waiting for a bunch of silver cars to pull up so they can drive off with them or something. And then my toilet was gurgling synced a minute ago. Whatever I was doing on my phone, like right when I pressed something, right when I posted something or whatever, I forget. My toilet was like. But it's Saturday, so probably, most likely tonight, there's gonna be people outside, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa!" And they're gonna be like yelling synced and shit, like talking really loud right outside my window and shit at synced up moments. It's usually what happens every weekend, especially Saturday nights and usually Friday nights too. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll happen tonight, maybe it won't. But it's a strong possibility. It's a high chance of stalkers. So, there's gonna be stalkers of some kind. My refrigerator is gonna stalk me at least. I see a bunch of silver cars again. And then this car. There's a blue car sitting in the driveway, and a red car was driving behind it, and a tan car was driving in front of it, and its lights were flashing at the same time. And the blue car. Like it was unlocking, rather than locking. And I think I might have said this already, but the other day I was seeing, like, I was walking up to the street over by Walgreens, to the intersection over there where there's always semis driving through it. Um, I think it was that intersection. I was walking toward it, and there was all these like turquoise semis and like green semis and green cars and turquoise cars and like green cars syncing with green cars and green cars syncing with turquoise cars and shit. I just kept seeing that as I was walking up the street. It's like green semis and turquoise semis syncing with each other and syncing with green cars and shit. And then I've been seeing that one turquoise car that, like, I've recorded a bunch of times. I've been seeing it more again lately. Like, I wasn't seeing it as much for a while, or I wasn't seeing it at all for a while. And I've been seeing it again lately, but not when I'm recording though. I'll just see it occasionally at a synced up moment. And one day I saw it sitting in the police station parking lot, like where all the cops park. So I don't know if it's a cop or like a relative of a cop or what. Or they just told him to park over there or what. But I saw it parked over there one day. They just got back out of the silver car now. They're just sitting out there. Maybe they're smoking some weed or some shit. I don't know. They probably got out of sync though. Probably got out right when I walked up to my window or some shit. Anyway, I just wanted to try to catch a train more and shit, but here on the wall is click sync, and you see whitey's and silver sync. And I think my shower just drip synced. Just dripped one drop of water synced. Just does that sometimes, synced. my shower and my toilet and my sink, but they sink. You see a sink parade of sink heads right now. Oh yeah, and then I heard the sports announcer guy the other night. I keep forgetting to mention that. I heard the sports announcer guy just one time. I don't think there was a game going on, I guess, because I just heard him one time at a synced up moment. So I heard the high school football field sports announcer guy synced up again on the loudspeaker. I think a bird just flew by synced again, and then my water heater clicked. And all these cars are synced. My water heater just clicked again. I was turning on now. But yeah, I was just sitting here in my apartment the other night, and I just heard the sports announcer guy talking one time, and then I didn't hear him at all after that. There's a few different videos where I caught it, where I was walking around and he's syncing a bunch of times. He's talking synced. And then there's the one video where he's like, touchdown. It was right at the intersection. He's saying touchdown. And then there's another intersection where he's like, first down, or whatever. There's a siren right now. Is it synced? Is it gonna drive by me? Sounds like it's coming to drive by me. I see a bunch of cars that look synced. The ambulance looked kind of synced. I don't know what he was doing exactly. Probably synced. Oh, he's coming back the other way. He looks synced. Definitely looks synced at the last corner. Oh, there's a guy on a bike with a camo backpack, and there's a whitey truck coming in the parking lot. That's the guy who rode by me with his camo backpack. What was I talking about though? They distracted me. I forget. Oh yeah, the sports announcer guy. So he's like, touchdown at the one intersection. There was another intersection. I don't remember if it was that same night or a different night, where he was like, first down. And then there was another video on another night where you can't hear it on the video, I don't think. Maybe you can. But I could hear it. When I walked up to an intersection, the crowd was cheering, like there was a touchdown or something. And like the sports announcer guy was synced, and the crowd was cheering right when I walked up to the intersection. So I don't know how all that works, but apparently the games are synchronized or some shit. But the sports announcer guy definitely synchronizes, though. He was back the other night, just randomly. So I wonder if I listen to the radio, are they gonna be doing synchronizers? Like, I wonder if the radio announcer is gonna do synchronizers. Are they gonna play synchronized song lyrics or some shit? There's a black car driving by me. Am I about to see a silver car right now? Nope. Nothing happened. I saw a silver car right after it, and then it looked like he synced with this black truck that was really loud and driving really fast. And then there's a white car, and then he synced with another car, and then what is it? Black. I think it's silver, and then it synced with another car. I think it's silver, and then there's another silver, and it synced with it. And there's a red truck synced with it. And then there's a nothing. And then sing sing. And then sing. So stay tuned, there's gonna be more syncs. I'm gonna come back on and talk about 100 more things that happened. So stay tuned, I don't know when I'm gonna be back on, but we're gonna keep synchronizing for eternity, constantly every day. So some days it's less constant, some days it's more constant, but it's pretty much constantly constant. So stay tuned, there's gonna be more things happening, and there's gonna be things happening when I go live, and then there's gonna be things happening right after I go live, and there's gonna be things happening right now.